smoked meat.
No chemicals or preservatives, just 100% honest to goodness hickory smoked meat.
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
Boy, some chicken wings have really hit the spot.
You ain't got no better food like some chicken wings, some baby back ribs, some fries or something?
It's just two guys talking, am I right? We're just talking.
Hey, howdy, hey, from the pit. It's John and Mike.
What's up, guys?
We're here again.
Number one barbecue podcast in the northern Utah region. Knoll area.
True dat.
Yep. Game recognized game.
That's true.
I don't know if that applies here, but
I like it.
sounds good.
What's new in your world, Mike?
Let's see. Not a lot, dude. It's not summer yet, so
It's not. It keeps pretending like it's going to be summer.
Yeah.
It gets nice 50s, 60s. We even saw the 70s for a minute.
We did, and then it got really cold.
And it snowed.
Yeah. It was so fun.
The next day, it was miserable.
Freaking April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Indeed.
It was spring break.
It was.
How was your spring break?
It was fun. We really didn't do a whole lot. We stayed home and got a few cooks in. We did I guess I talked about it last week, but we did the rib cook-off with the boys and just kind of hung out. And, yeah, it was fun. I mean, I always am ready to go back to work at the end of a break like that because, I need routine in my life or I am worthless. So, but it was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, I was ready for the kids to go back to school.
Yeah. Yeah. As is my wife. She's like, I need everybody out of here because
please
are
leave.
disrupting my, I don't know what you say, feng shui. Was that a thing? I think that has to do with how you set up your apartment.
To quote a great Disney movie, you've thrown off the Emperor's Groove.
There you go. That's well said.
Beware of the groove. Oh man, I know. Have you cooked anything lately?
Dude,
Anything need to talk about?
I made some bang bang chicken on Sunday. Have you ever done that?
Bang bang chicken.
Yeah. The only thing bang bang about it is the sauce that you put on it afterwards.
You're gonna have to educate me.
Oh, let me. So, I mean, I cooked it all on my Weber. Just used the Vortex. So I just took some chicken breasts that we had in the freezer and thawed them out and cooked it on the Vortex just normal. And then towards the end, I drizzled it I guess I basted it with this sauce. And there's thousands of recipes, and they all kind of have the same stuff. But it's mayonnaise, and then you put the sweet Thai chili sauce, like the maypoi sauce.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? We dip that in egg rolls and mix that together with a little bit of honey. And it's pretty dang good. It kind of an Asian type, like sweet, but a little bit of spice. But it was pretty good. I was a big fan.
I was worried when you said mayonnaise. But
yeah, well, as was I. I was like, I can't do that. And I honestly, we had my in-laws over, and I don't think they were into it just because they knew that I put mayonnaise on it. But I mean, by the time it all cooks in and you baste it on, it's just another layer of fat that just kind of
Look, I rub my turkeys with mayonnaise.
Yeah, same deal.
I'm a huge fan of Alabama white sauce.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know why it weirds me out, but
no, I felt the same way. And honestly, when I first put it on, I was kind of like, I don't know about this.
Can we just? I mean,
it's the white hue and.
Let's just take a minute here.
Okay.
Mayonnaise in general, like it just looks nasty.
It does.
It smells nasty by itself. It is disgusting.
Yeah. But on stuff, I really like it.
Yeah. It's definitely not bad.
For sure. Malcolm Reed loves Blue Plate mayo. I've never tried that, but they're like a new sponsor. I'd like to try them.
I was going to say, I'm a big fan of Duke's mayo.
Yeah, see, I've never had Duke's. I do Best Foods.
Or Hellman's for our friends on the other side of the Mississippi.
Indeed.
Right. I think it's actually just on the other side of the Rockies. But
sounds right.
Fun tidbit.
Ooh.
So I spent some time in Peru. We've talked about that before.
Indeed.
They treat mayonnaise like we treat ketchup.
Really? On everything, huh?
Everything, to include their rice.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
know how I feel about that.
One, it's pasteurized, so it's like shelf stable even after you open it.
So it's different than what we have.
Yeah, only in its processing. Like, it still tastes like mayonnaise.
Right, but it's shelf stable, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
like, we have salt and pepper on our tables here.
Mm-hmm.
They have salt and mayonnaise.
Oh,
It's weird, man.
that's crazy.
I never...
Did you get sick of it? Or
I never really got on
whatever?
board with it.
Yeah.
I tried, and I mean, I'd put it on stuff that was too dry because had to have something, but was not my cup of tea.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But yeah, like eggs in the morning, mayonnaise.
On your eggs.
French fries, mayonnaise.
Oh, I don't know if I can do
It was
that.
weird.
Huh.
It was weird.
That's bizarre.
They also don't like spicy things.
Really?
Like
now
black
that
pepper,
surprises me.
black pepper, too spicy.
Really? Do they put like
Nope.
peppers or anything?
Nope.
Just mayo. Good heavens.
Tell me about it.
So when you say they put mayo on their rice, is it just rice and mayo? And
Yes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Dude.
Like we put butter on our rice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Rice and mayo.
Oh, man. I'm like, oh.
It is
That makes me get weird feelings in my
it
tummy.
is fascinating to me to talk about like the culinary differences between cultures.
Yeah.
We had somebody reach out to us on Instagram. Let me find his name really fast. When we were talking about rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, it's so weird to hear you guys talk about how weird rabbit is.
Oh.
Where? Maybe it's in
I don't think I saw that one. Was that a message that he sent to us?
Yeah, somebody sent us a message. And now I'm not going to be able to find it. Oh, here it is. Matthias. Yeah, actually, he sent a braised rabbit and Belgian ale
I didn't even
recipe.
see that. Huh.
Yeah. But yeah, he's like, rabbit's just such a normal part of their cuisine.
Yeah.
And it,
Where's he from?
from Germany.
Okay. See, and that's...
Actually, no, I take that back. Sorry. He's from Belgium. Those are very different countries.
They are indeed.
Don't
My
don't tell
brother
anyone I screwed
spent
that up.
time in Germany, and he told me, like, yeah, that's just one of the things you eat is rabbit. Like, I had a
Yeah.
lot of rabbit, and it was fine.
Yeah, I've got an uncle who served his mission in Belgium, and I actually haven't talked to him about it, but he's like, Matthias was all about the rabbit.
Huh. See, and that's kind of, I'll be honest, it just kind of tripped me out a little bit. Tasted like chicken. It was fine. I did not like it. But it just kind of made me think, like, I'm so spoiled as an American. Like, beef and pork and chicken, like, that's the best. And so anything other than that is kind of like, oh, you kind of think of less than. But in other places in the world,
It's just different.
that's what it is. Like,
Yeah, Australia, horse meat.
in Australia, really? See, I knew a guy from Lithuania, and they eat horse all the time. I didn't know in Australia.
Yeah, and it's a really lean, like pretty healthy red meat is what I understand, but yeah, not USDA approved. That, and we've like domesticated them so much that like
It'd be like eating your puppy.
yeah,
Yeah.
which I've eaten dog too
Have you really? Mm-hmm. Where?
in Asia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it's just, I didn't know what I was eating, and it was a little different.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I find it totally fascinating to talk about things that people eat in other countries that we're just like, what?
Right.
Like in Peru, wild guinea pig.
Yeah. They're all about the
It
guinea
is
pig.
delicious.
Really?
So good.
So I had a student that went and lived there last year, and he was like, dude, the guinea pig was incredible.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh. Which makes me think, like,
It's like squirrel, but fattier.
I think we live in the greatest country in the world, but are we, like, too privileged to eat this other stuff that other people do, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
But
yeah, you get a kangaroo, ostrich, iguana.
Really? Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah, the lizard's a little weird.
Yeah.
It's got a different texture, but
Have you eaten it?
uh-huh.
Have you had gator?
I have had gator.
Is it similar?
I think the gator. I want to say it. I'm not going to describe it well because
Okay.
it's like gator is a denser meat. Like it's tougher. It's.
Okay.
I want to describe it as rubbery, but it's not rubbery.
Okay.
It
There's
it's
a
just
little more
different.
to it.
Yeah.
Consistency wise.
Yeah, it's a very smooth muscle.
Okay.
So not a lot. I don't know. We should do a gator.
I've had gator jerky, but I don't feel like you can use jerky to like compare different types of meats because in that point it's basically salt. So,
Well, and it's so lean.
yeah.
There's not a lot of fat on those things. I know a place we can order one.
Really?
Little like
Yeah. Little guy with the
little
tail. I've watched Malcolm do it many times.
little
on
4-foot
YouTube.
gator. Should we do it?
I don't know, John. I don't know if I can do it.
But you've got no problem cooking a whole hog.
No, not at all. 100%.
What about a little pig? What if we go
I
to
think that'd be
Costco
fine.
and we got a little pig?
I would probably have no problem with that. I like pork. I don't know if I like gator.
Gator's delicious.
See, I've never had it. It makes me, except for that jerky that I had.
There are very few meats that I've had that I haven't enjoyed.
Really?
Yeah. Monkey is the one that stands out the most.
Have you had monkey? See, the only thing I've seen on Meat Eater. Do you ever watch Meat Eater?
Uh-huh.
He goes down south hunting in one of the like remote tribes of the Amazon, and they kill a monkey, and he's like, "This is where I draw the line. Like, I can't eat a primate." So he didn't eat it.
Yeah, I again didn't know what it was. It was not good at all.
Really?
That was cooked. There are parts of the world where they eat like the brain.
Yeah, Indiana Jones style.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
put the live monkey in a table and crack the head open.
Yeah.
I've seen that, and
Yeah,
No.
I can't do that. No, thank
it's
you.
like, yeah, that's like trying. That's just asking for trypanosis, or is that
Yeah.
what they call it?
I think so. I thought it was trick, but maybe it's trip.
No, I think you're right. I think it is trichinosis.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, not interested.
no, thank you.
I've heard mixed reviews on bear. I've never eaten bear.
See, I've heard bear is delicious, but again, Meat Eater, he got trichinosis from
Yeah,
bear.
you've
so
got to
he
cook.
now cooks the
You got
crap
to
out
cook
of
the
it.
crap out of it.
Yeah,
So
but I've heard it's really good. I've just never had it.
yeah, no, we're big fans of meat eater around here.
Yeah,
So
I like Meat Eater.
speaking of which, Robbie has been on my case. Apparently, I promised him the day that he could eat real food after getting his tonsils out, I was cooking pheasant.
Oh,
And I remember saying I would make him pheasant at some point. I don't remember the day. Anyways, he was pissed we were not having pheasant for dinner tonight. So,
John, get your crap together.
right?
Robbie, next time make him sign a contract with dates.
If it's not in writing, it's nothing. So,
Speaking of riding, who we shouting out today, John?
well, this is one that you found
I did.
in our own backyard.
I mean, to be fair, my wife found it, but yeah, Yoke and Smoke. He's Carson. Is it Carson?
Carson
Morby. From here in our little Cache Valley. So pretty cool. He's got some delicious stuff on Instagram. Yolk is an egg yolk, so YOLK. I don't know if that's what he meant, but he's got his own line of rubs. I mean, Carson's on his way, man, and he's got some delicious looking food on here, and some pictures of him with Big Blue. So that's how you know it's good.
Yep. Corned beef.
What's going on up there,
Those look like Brussels sprouts to me.
dude?
I know we've talked about this, but I just freaking love Brussels sprouts.
You like Brussels sprouts?
Oh, man.
I am also a fan, but I will never forget. Every time I eat them now, all I can hear is Haley saying, "It looks like, or it tastes like broccoli farted." That's a good one.
Yep, that's what she says, but she I don't know what to tell you, man. She doesn't like a lot of good things.
I know how that goes.
Like lamb. Have you ever had lamb?
Yeah, we had lamb when
with
Danny came on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was delicious.
She hates lamb.
See, it sounds like, and obviously I haven't followed up since Danny made that for us, but it sounds like lamb can be pretty fickle. You got to do it right, or you can kind of
It can definitely get funky. And I've been there. I've had funky lamb, and I think Danny's right. I think it is better enjoyed outdoors.
Yeah. I sure enjoyed it when he made it. That was really, really good. Anyway, speaking of Danny, we ought to have Carson on as a guest because he's a local guy,
Right?
and he's doing our thing. So
Carson, you don't know who we are yet because you're not into podcasts.
but you will, because we're the #1 barbecue
Oh, man.
podcast.
Can I just
in the
tell you a
Northern
funny
Utah area.
story?
Please.
So we went to Bam Bam's.
Oh yeah,
I told everyone that I was going to do that. Followed through on that one, even if Robbie doesn't think I follow through on the things I say.
you got that one in writing.
Hey, man. Someone said swatches, and I was there, and I don't know what I did to this mic. Hopefully, I can't get it in the right spot.
No.
Went to Bam Bam's, and I just wear my Fat Guy's hat a lot. Mm-hmm. I wear that one, and I wear my Hayden barbecue hat, basically 24/7. And we get down there, and I took the video, I put a reel on Instagram, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Mm-hmm. But of the kid building the swatchos. And I started doing it. I was like, hey, man, I hope you're not camera shy. Like, I need to grab some video of you doing this. And he was like, no, man, that's fine. That's cool. And my dad was there with me. And he goes, Have you ever heard of a podcast called Fat Guys with Smokers?
Dude, our dads have so much more faith in the reach of our podcast.
And I was just like, oh, Dad. It was 36 years old. I was transported back to high school just like, Dad, you're so not cool right now. And the kid was just like, no, like, it's probably a me problem. Like, I don't really listen to podcasts. I always say I'm going to and I want to, and like he just starts talking about it the whole time. I'm just like, thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. Oh, but anyways, it was hilarious.
That's awesome.
So Carson will probably have a similar experience when someone goes, hey, have you ever heard of a podcast called... No, I haven't.
Sick your dad on him, man.
I know.
That's who we should
We'll go
send
track
for
him
the
down. Go track him down. But yeah, that'd be fun to have him on.
Yeah.
For nothing else, just for another person to be here in the great northern Utah and validate that we are the greatest podcast ever.
Indeed. I'm on board.
Yeah.
On board.
In other happenings, though, Mike, do you know what this week is?
I believe it has something to do with griddles, John.
It is National Griddle Week.
National Griddle Week.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was just like a gimmicky, like cheesy marketing thing that Blackstone was doing, but I saw, was it Camp Chef maybe did something too? I don't know.
Oh, so it's official.
Or maybe it was Traeger. Yeah, like a bunch of people are on this, so
Yeah.
it is. So I think it's only fitting we talk a little bit about griddles.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Good. Because that's what the show is, and if you say we're not, we'd be done right now. 15 minutes into the show.
Until next time.
Shortest episode ever.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. What is your favorite thing to cook on the griddle?
I know this is, cliche or whatever. I love burgers. So the burgers on the griddle are awesome. I made some last week, like the speed at which they cook and the room to do sauteed onions, bacon, whatever you want on there. I'm a big burger fan. I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff you can do on it. I look forward to experimenting a little more this summer, but yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of burgers, and not just burgers, but like the good smash burger that's like super thin and
Oh, and like crispy almost, but not burnt. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to decide, and burgers were high on my list, but I can take it off now that we hit that one.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. But I think you're right. I think the ability to do Yeah, onions, green peppers, jalapeno. I am pro tip: if you go to Five Guys, one, sell a kidney before you get there.
Oh, so expensive, man.
Yeah, they went viral not that long ago because they got a regular fry and a burger, and it was like $26.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. Delicious. One of my favorite burgers, but so expensive.
Yeah. And I think everybody knows you can get grilled onions and grilled mushrooms there. Mm-hmm. Did you know you can get grilled jalapenos as well?
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, you can get any of their cold toppings grilled. Mm. And grilled jalapenos on a burger, money.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the Flying Dutchman
at In-N-Out?
At In-N-Out.
I have.
I just discovered it. It was pretty good. Messy, but pretty good.
You can upgrade the Flying Dutchman by asking them to wrap it.
That's what I did.
In grilled onions.
Yeah. It was really good, but incredibly messy. I wasn't sure how to eat it.
Yeah, when I was doing keto, that was like one of my go-to lunches.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That makes sense.
Yeah. So.
It was really good.
It was amazing. Which, if anyone's curious, when you ask them to wrap it in grilled onions, not just with grilled onions, you have to be very specific and make sure the person taking your order understands that.
See, the person taking my order helped me out on this one and was like, "Do you mean this?" And I said, "Yes, that's what I mean."
Yeah. But they take a slice of an onion, keep it whole, and grill both sides of it, and your like bun becomes the onion.
Oh, so good.
It's amazing.
I do not love In-N-Out. I didn't get the hype until I tried that, and then I was like, dude, I get it.
Look, their fries suck.
Yeah, fries aren't good. But seriously, you compare
fries,
their prices to like Five Guys?
It's
hard to compare.
I can feed my family for $25 at In-N-Out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so burgers, amazing. Big fan of being able to do stuff on the side with it. We've talked about tater tots with burgers before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you've got to do the Oritas. I've always just bought the cheap whatever store brand.
Mm-hmm. Worth it, huh?
Tater tots are now on my list of things that must be brand named.
And you put them on the Blackstone?
Uh-huh.
And how do you do it? I know you've talked about it before, but run us through it.
One, you have to let them thaw a little bit on the counter.
Okay.
If you put them on frozen, they just like crumble and fall apart.
Okay.
So let them thaw out a bit. Put them out there. I like to put a cover on them, whether it's a foil pan, a steam cover, whatever it is, just to help kind of bake them in there.
So you don't like deep fry them. You just got them right on the griddle.
It's on the griddle.
Okay.
And then cover them. Keep some of that heat in there. Cook all the way around it.
Yeah.
Hit them with your seasoning. Once they start to crisp up, make sure they're hot all the way through. And
how often are you moving things around, or do you just sit and walk away?
I leave them there, flip them once or twice.
Okay.
Like not a ton of stirring because they tend to fall apart if you
if
you do too much.
I was thinking you don't want to mess with them too much.
Yep. So that's yeah, but no, the toothpaste, peanut butter, ketchup, and tater tots all have to be name brand.
Not toilet paper, huh?
No, man. Sam's Club for life.
See, I like the Sam's Club, but you can't get the bottom of the barrel stuff.
Yeah, no, we're not doing Scott's 1,000 sheet crap here.
No,
no, that was actually one of the best parts of COVID and working from home is not getting hemorrhoids from the toilet paper at the office.
Paper at work.
Yeah. That took a turn. Let's bring it back to Griddle Week. I've got a couple of things I really like cooking out there. I'm going to have to go with breakfast, though.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's kind of the...
It's like the
I mean, that's probably why it was made, like for breakfast, man.
Yeah, there's something about being able to cook your eggs, cook your bacon, cook your eggs in your bacon grease. Hash browns are just friggin' fantastic out there. You can't get them as crispy without doing that.
Well, and I'll talk about this in a second, but my Blackstone's been out of commission for a while. And so we've been trying to do breakfast inside when we do it. I mean, we're on top of each other. Like, we got pancakes over here on the electric griddle. We've got 3 pans going. Like, it's just so nice to have everything just there.
Yeah, and that's the like worst part about like having breakfast, like a big breakfast with your family is like, okay, Billy, I'm gonna cook your eggs. Sally, how do you want your eggs done?
Yep.
Jimmy, how about you? And by the time whoever's cooking finally gets to cooking their own eggs, like, man, they're like off to soccer practice.
Everything.
They don't
it's
want
noon
anything.
at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, so being able to cook all of it all at once is pretty awesome.
And as quick as it cooks,
yeah,
for sure.
But yeah, so you said that earlier today that your Blackstone was this another
Dude,
Mosby situation?
It is. Have I got a story for you?
Oh,
So
buckle up, everybody.
So I think I've talked about this, but Mose is a puppy, and I am not about to blame him because dogs just do what they are allowed to do / what they're taught to do. So Mose, he's a puppy, he gets into stuff, and he chewed the propane hose on my Blackstone.
Oh, that's right.
So the hose going from the tank to the Blackstone. So I watched all these YouTube videos. I got the apple bitter spray.
Do you leave your propane tank on?
No, I turned it off.
Oh,
Which luckily,
that's lucky.
Yeah.
I never turn mine off.
Really?
Mine's always
John,
on.
that's not safe. What if your dog chews it in half? Let this be your cautionary tale.
My dog's gonna get what he has coming.
Anyway,
I'm a big fan of natural selection.
so I watched all these things and I tried the bitter apple spray, and we don't chew this, we chew this. Don't chew this, chew this. I thought I had it pretty good. I was feeling good about it, so I ordered a new propane hose just off Amazon. Got it put on last week, and within a day, it was in half again. Right, so I've got a cheap Walmart grill sitting right next to it. Never touches that propane hose. But for some reason, that one, he just went in half. So I decide, like, I'm pissed. Like, I'm just, like, beside myself. And I decide, you know what? I'm going to, because I've looked all over the internet. This is not a common thing, or at least people don't post about it very much. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to go see somebody that knows something. So there's a little store, and I do not mean to throw shade on them. So I'm just going to say they're a little store, and they have propane in the name. And I've driven past it so many times.
Is this at a letter-shaped intersection?
Sure is.
Okay.
Surely is. So I go in there, right? I'm like, all right, you know what? These guys, they're propane experts. They'll know what to do. So I take my pieces in, right? Because I'd gotten a long one on Amazon just in case this happened. But it's not like you can just put a propane hose back together. It's got to be, the fitting's got to be pressed in and everything. So I walk into this shop. Okay, so let me set the scene for you. It's a small shop.
It's a small shop. Wood paneling on the walls.
Yeah, looks like it was built in the 70s.
Shag carpet.
Nothing's changed.
Plastic plants that haven't been dusted since Reagan was in office.
Yeah, like you walk in and you're coughing at the dust.
And the 2 guys that run this place haven't left the building since Reagan was in office.
Okay, so here's the story. I walk in,
and they were old when Reagan was in office.
Again, I'm the only car in the parking lot, which is always a good sign. I walk in, and it's exactly how you described. I mean, nothing's changed since the 70s. However, they've got a bunch of Blackstone stuff. They're flying the Blackstone flag outside.
Yep.
They're a Blackstone dealer, retailer, I don't know what you'd call them.
Yeah, they're a retailer.
So I'm thinking, all right. I mean, this guy's got to know stuff. So first of all, as I walk in.
They're nice guys, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, this guy might be somebody different.
I mean, they're old and grumpy, but...
I look over, he starts walking towards me, and he's a little rough around the edges, but I'm not one to judge a book by its cover. I'm like, all right, I'll hear you out, dude. He walks up to me, and he goes, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, okay, well, good to see you too. I can tell you're not busy, so I need you to calm down a little bit. And I just go, all right, listen. And I have my 2 pieces of propane hose. And I start telling him, look, my dog has chewed this in half. This is 2 times now. So I just want to know, do you have a replacement hose for this? And, or, is this a common thing? Do you have any ideas to deter that kind of behavior? And in the middle of my sentence, I had a Ron Swanson moment. Do you ever have Ron Swanson moments? Do you know what I'm talking about? If you watch Parks and Rec, there's an episode where Ron Swanson walks into Lowe's and
Don't talk to me. I know more than you.
The guy comes up to him and he just goes, hey, is there a project you're working on? One of the workers. And he just, almost cuts him off. Just, I know more than you. And just keeps on walking. I could tell by the glazed look in this guy's eye that he had no idea what I was talking about. And it was pretty obvious. And he just looks at me and he goes, no, and no. I was like, you don't have a replacement for this? There's a Blackstone right there. He's like, no, I could probably fix that one for you. And I was like, okay. I'm thinking, $1 or $2, whatever. And he's like, all right, let me see it. He takes it. And he's like, I could probably do this and I just see the wheels turning, but nobody's home. Like, I know I'm not dealing with the top brass. And he goes, I could probably do this for $15. I'm like, holy crap, dude. I bought it new on Amazon for like $20. And I'm not, I'm just like, all right, whatever. He starts walking away and I'm like, okay, if this is going to get fixed, I'm the one that's got to fix it. And I looked, and right in front of me, as if the clouds opened up and God said, here you go, bud. There is a stainless steel braided propane hose for a Blackstone 36-inch right in front of me. And I'm like, what about this? And he just looks like, I don't even know what that is. Like, he walks up, he's like, oh, well, let me see that. And he's like looking at the picture and looking at mine like, oh, that would probably work. And I'm like, bro, it is for the same thing. I'm trying to be nice, but at this point I'm like, dude, you don't know crap from crap. I think the guy that works there was on his lunch break and just grabbed a homeless guy off the street and threw him in. I was irate at this point. And so I grab it. It has a price tag for $10 on it. I'm pretty sure they just got it at like the warehouse sale at Blackstone. It's crossed out with a crayon and 18 is written above the 10. And I'm like, so is this 10 or 18? 18 for sure. I was like, well, you're going to charge me $15 to fix this knockoff propane hose. I'll take the stainless steel one for the same price. So anyway, stainless steel is on the grill, fits perfectly. Mosby is deterred. Balance restored.
Oh, my God. That's, yep. Yeah, I'm not surprised you had that experience.
Again, I am not trying to throw shade, but I'm like, bro.
It's the
Your
best
store says propane on it. Like,
it is
you
the
gotta
best
help me
place
out a
in
little bit.
town to buy propane.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
So I've
great.
never bought propane there. Just take your tanks in there and
Oh,
fill
yeah.
up? Really? Okay.
Yeah, and I have somehow over the course of the years, I've got like 8 or 9 propane tanks now.
Oh, wow.
And I just, wait till they all run out, and then I take them all, and you get a bulk discount the more you buy.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I didn't
man.
know that.
So next time you need propane, let me know.
All right.
We'll tag team up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Anyway, so
it's a special experience.
long story short, the Blackstone is fixed.
Nice.
And we made burgers, and all is well. I'm pretty excited. So looking forward to trying some new stuff on it.
All right, let's hit a couple other things that I think are pretty cool that you can do. One, fried rice.
Oh, yeah.
Fried rice is amazing on a griddle. Mm-hmm. And I never understood it, but day-old rice really is the best thing to use.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Kind of gets dried out a little bit in the fridge. So definitely do fried rice. That's a favorite. Have you seen the tortellini that they do on the Blackstone?
No. I mean, I think I've seen a couple things, but
I've never done it,
do
but
tell.
I think that's it. Like that's all there is to tell. Like it's pre-made tortellini.
Okay.
Like you'd buy at Costco or whatever.
Right. Just frozen stuff.
Frozen or refrigerated.
Okay.
And then you cook it on the griddle and you shred cheese over it and looks really good. I've seen a bunch of people do it.
So no boiling. You just fry it up on the griddle, huh? I don't think I've seen that.
I'll find a video and send it to you.
Yeah. I'd be down to try it.
I think that looks like a cool one that I want to try. Tacos, just in general,
Yeah.
are pretty cool.
Fajitas. I've done fajitas.
Bahajas.
Big fan. Yeah. Might be a soft J.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else.
You did fries, didn't you? Did you fry fries?
Oh, I did do this, and I've seen people with mixed results on this.
Okay.
Some people are like, mine never gets hot enough. I took a aluminum pan out there, filled it with 2 inches of oil, and man, I was deep frying. My oil was 375 degrees. I was dropping fries in it, and it was great because you'd fry them, and then I'd take them out and I'd just put them on the griddle to keep them warm.
Oh, yeah.
But it kind of like dried them out a little bit and got a little crispier. And
Okay. So cold side of the griddle? I mean, not cold, but not like at the same temperature?
I had, trying to remember, I had my oil on the left side that was on like a medium-high heat. Mm-hmm. And then my other side, one burner was on low and the other was off.
Okay.
But yeah, it was, I've seen mixed reviews, but that's one of the things that I hate when you fry in the house. Mm-hmm. Like the whole house smells like oil for a day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it was awesome. Took it outside. Everything was out there. House didn't smell. It was an easy cleanup. So
see, on that note, I'd like to try egg rolls, scones, that type of stuff. Just that same way.
I don't see why you couldn't.
Yeah.
I know. I've bought egg roll wrappers, I think 3 times now, and never gotten around to making.
John.
I really want to make brisket egg rolls.
Oh, dang. That would be delicious.
Yeah. Or I could see like a brisket twice baked potato egg roll.
Oh my gosh. You got some ideas.
Right?
Dang.
We were talking about an idea earlier.
That
if it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, we have quite an idea for you.
Yeah. I'm excited.
So we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah, we'll leave it as a teaser.
But the other one, you want to talk about that reel that I sent you with the brisket and the cheese stick?
Yes. You send me a lot of reels. Hang on.
I've got a lot of free time on my hands, Mike.
Hey, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying.
You're a teacher. You should be on there too.
I know. I wish.
No,
Tell us about it.
It was this is not a griddle. We have moved past griddle week, folks.
Yep.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's a brisket. Well, it's a cheese stuffed brisket mozzarella stick.
Hang on.
I don't think you
sent me this.
No, I did. It's you know what? It is standby. Yeah, it's there. Go to my name in our comments. Here we go.
To the fat guys thing.
Hang on.
I was looking at my personal
Stand by with technology.
I forget sometimes. People got to listen to this. Everybody.
Here is yet another
down.
reason why you should be following us on YouTube.
There it is.
How do I get to my... Oh, nope. This is what I want right here.
Oh, yes. Yes. I did see this.
Let's cut over to this. Yeah.
The first time you've seen
Texas
Twinkie mozzarella.
Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say. Yeah, so this is a Texas Twinkie mozzarella stick with jalapeno jam ranch. I didn't even see that part. I got excited about the the Texas Twinkie.
Yeah, dude. The
So
ranch looks
they're
amazing.
taking chopped brisket, cream cheese, I think. Yeah. And taking that, forming it around a mozzarella stick,
Yeah.
breading it, and deep frying it.
Oh, dude.
And then they've got a just redonkulous dipping sauce that goes with it.
That looks so good.
Let's see if I pull this.
They're going
There
so
you go.
fast.
That's even
They got a
better.
little bacon jam in their ranch that they're using. Holy cow.
Does
that
that
looks
just
good.
not look fantastic?
That looks phenomenal.
I also dig that food processor, this like pull action.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I feel like that's very important.
Yeah.
And I really want that.
I think we should try it.
I want
I'm
that
on
in my
board.
life.
Yep. Well, you need it in your life.
I do. Well, Mike, I think we're about there.
I think we are too.
It has been a wild ride from the weather, toilet paper,
Yep. We did talk about toilet paper, bathroom
griddle week,
problems. Griddle week. We
yeah,
talked about.
hemorrhoids.
We threw shade on some local businesses, but listen, it was a hilarious story, and I'm just glad. And if you're wondering, Blackstone does have a stainless steel propane hose,
Yep,
so might be worth it.
it might be. But until next time, I'm John,
I'm Mike.
and we're Fat Guys with Smokers. Thanks for listening to the Fat Guys with Smokers podcast. Be sure to check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe so you don't forget to tune in for even more nonsense from a couple of Fat Guys with Smokers.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.